really close to the camera. I feel like I am. Hey guys, I'm so excited because Spotify Wrapped came out and I've been wanting to like react to what I got on camera. If I'm not mistaken, Spotify Wrapped has, I think, 5 top artists and 5 top songs and 5 top podcasts, I think. I don't think it's like albums or anything. So I'm gonna do some predictions. Artists, I think it's gonna be Harry Styles. You know, he obviously dropped an album this year, so he's definitely on the list, and I also needed to listen to it a lot to get into the mood to go to his tour this year, because I live near New York, so I was able to go and see him at Madison Square Garden. So definitely Harry Styles. Like, Ariana Grande has to be on the list. Like, she is pretty much a staple for me. She didn't release an album, so I don't know if she'll be #1. She usually is #1, but I don't know if she will be this year, only because I've listened to a lot of other artists, mainly artists that have dropped new music. But she has to be on the list because I always like go back to her. Who else do I think? I think Doja Cat might be on that list. I know she had dropped Planet Her. I think she dropped it last year, but I didn't listen to the full thing. But I decided to listen to the whole thing and I was obsessed with it, so I kept listening to that while like on the plane and stuff. I mean, I also listened to it on like commutes to work, but my commutes were very short this year. She might be on the list. Bad Bunny for sure has to be on the list. I listened to his album top to bottom, so freaking good. I listened to that a lot, especially in the summer. That was like my shit. So who do I have? Is that, I think I have 4. So Doja, Bad Bunny, Harry, Ariana, and who else do I think? I think Coldplay. I listened to a lot of Coldplay. I went to the Music of the Spheres tour, so I listened to that album on repeat, and then I also listened to their older songs to try to get in the whole like mood and vibe of the concert, which is usually what I like to do when I go to see an artist, like listening to a lot of their older stuff. Camila Cabello I listened to. Didn't she drop her album around the time that Harry did? I feel like she did. I listened to her album quite a bit, like when it first came out. I definitely listened to that album like a few times because I'm Hispanic and she definitely had Latin influences, and I just really love that. A lot of those sounds that I listened to growing up, but then having English words on it as well as Spanish words, I really enjoyed that. So either her or Coldplay, I think. As for songs though, songs is a lot harder. I try to pick songs from those artists that I mentioned. Ariana, I don't think I'll have a top song. She didn't release an album this year. When I listened to her, it was pretty much her whole discography, and I was listening to her I was listening to her from like her Broadway days on 13 to literally all her albums, like Dangerous Woman, Yours Truly, all the way up to like Positions. So I was listening to a lot of Ariana just throughout. I don't think I have a specific song that I was constantly on repeat. Or Doja. Oh, Ariana's also on Doja's album. If Ariana were to be in a top song, it might be I Don't Do Drugs. But I don't think that was my top song from Doja. I think it would have been Love to Dream or Been Like This. If I were to cue my songs, it would be those 2 songs from that album. But usually I listen to music on commutes, like I said. My commutes were very short this year, so I don't know how much listening time I actually have this year. I usually listen to albums, especially when they're just released. I listen to it top to bottom. So if like I have a car ride and I'll start the album from song 1 and I'll let it play through to as far as the car ride is, and if it stops at song 10 and you know at the end of the day I'm back in my car, I'm gonna start the album from song 1 again. Probably like the beginning track list is usually what's gonna be higher for Bad Bunny, especially. I mean, I put Después de la Playa a lot, but that's an album I definitely listen to in order. So I think if there is a top 5 song by Bad Bunny, I think it would have to be Moscow Mule, because that's the first song in the album. Who else did I say? Harry Styles. As it was, I played that like it was no tomorrow. Every day after work, I would open my sunroof.
God, what is that?
And I was singing that out loud, screaming the lyrics, trying to romanticize my life. Honestly, I had just had a horrible day at work and I'm like, whatever. If there's one specific song by Harry, I think it was that one. Coldplay, I think it would be Higher Power, not counting the intro, would be the first song. That or Yellow. And then for Camila, I don't think Camila was like in my rotation that much. Oh, I guess podcast. I honestly didn't listen to a lot of podcasts. This year I listened to audiobooks instead of podcasts. Last year I definitely listened to a lot. Oh, yeah, so let's get into it. Let me screen record. Oh, Olivia? Was that this year? No, that was like a year or two ago. My parents just got home. I'm back. I played the K-Bye For Now album on repeat. This year you ventured into the genreverse. Did I? 26 genres. And look at you, you little astronaut. Why is that so cute? Oh, okay. So my top genres were pop, K-pop. Did I listen to K-pop that much this year? I guess when they're ranking genres, there's only so many genres that I actually listen to regularly. So pop makes sense. I mean, the artists that I mentioned for my top 5 predictions are pop artists. K-pop, I mean, I listen to a lot of BTS, New Jeans. Blackpink came out with their album, IVE, you know. Latin hip-hop, Bad Bunny, Becky G, so you already knows. Rap, I mean, I like J. Cole, Kendrick. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I listen to a lot of Jack Harlow as well. I listen to a lot of like throwback rock. I'll lower the volume so I don't get copyrighted. Ooh, Sabrina Carpenter, I did listen to her a lot. So I started my morning with Confident Energy Hopeless Romantic. I guess that makes sense because like they're playing Fast Times right now by Sabrina Carpenter, and in the morning I definitely listen to it a lot. Confident Energy Hopeless Romantic. I think in the mornings I just listen to music that would hype me up for the day and like kind of wake me up on my commute. Is it gonna give me like all stages? Okay, you seize the day with gloomy, somber, cathartic. Hi, doggy. I don't know why I called my dog Doggy. I seize the day with gloomy, somber, cathartic. Do you think that's true, Kato? After work, like I've had a very stressful day at work, and so I'm driving home and I'm trying to get out all the bad feelings and try, you know, get rid of that. So that's what I think like being cathartic is. And then you embrace the night with comforting, confident, empowering. Yeah, at night I'm happy to be home, so I listen to a lot of music that I enjoyed and made me feel better. Very interesting choices of words. All that listening added up. 2022, your total playtime was 21,707 minutes. That's more than 74% of other listeners in the United States. It's quite a bit. Comparing it to like past years, I've definitely had a lot more. I think the year that I had the most is probably like in the 70,000s. I don't listen to music that much this year, which is very interesting. I'm gonna contribute that to a lot of the artists that I love not dropping albums this year. Like I said, I was traveling a lot. My commute wasn't as long. Last year my commute was at least an hour long each way, versus this year my commute was a 10-minute drive. Each way was 10 minutes. And then I was traveling and I was working, and when we were in the car that we rented out for work, we would use somebody else's phone for GPS because my signal sucked. With one song, it was Love at First Listen. Do you want to come say hi? Come here. Come. Up. Come here. Just grabbed a treat off my desk. Okay, he's taking his time, so we're gonna continue. So your top song was Naked by Doja Cat. You played it 55 times with the most listens on June 28th, 2022. God, that's kind of embarrassing. It was actually one of my least favorite songs on the album until eventually it just like grew on me. I definitely replayed it over and over because I was trying to learn the rap. Follow me to my dressing room. You played 2,062 songs, but these played again and again and again. Literally all of my predictions were wrong, but also very right, but also very wrong. And Like This and Love to Dream. Then it's Bam Bam featuring Ed Sheeran by Camila Cabello. That was like the song that like really reminded me of like childhood, like that type of music. So I did replay that a lot and I showed it to a lot of people.
I don't think Camila was like in my rotation that much.
And then Fast Times by Sabrina Carpenter. I mean, that makes sense. They've already played it. I played that song a lot. So good. Her album was also insane. Your year can't be contained in a playlist, but we tried anyway. Yeah, I already added it. You listened to 804 artists this year, but one ruled your world. Doja Cat, yeah, I figured. 1,946 minutes together. You were in the top 0.5% of Doja Cat listeners this year. That's usually me with Ariana, so... Am I growing up?
Wow, you must be growing up.
I like these artists so much, we put them on the cover of a magazine, kind of. Top artists. Wow. I know myself pretty well. Okay, so my number 1 artist was Doja Cat, of course. Number 2 was Ariana. Number 3 was Camila. 4 was Bad Bunny. 5 was Harry Styles. This year you had layers, like an onion. But you listen to music, unlike an onion. Time to meet your listening personality. I don't know what that means. The early adopter. You've got your finger on the pulse of new music, always seeking the next hot thing. If a song is trending, you're on it. So like I hop on the bandwagon. ENVC, exploration, newness, variety, commonality. Oh my god, they did. Is it the Myers-Briggs? I think I'm in INFP. T. Thanks for spending 2022 with us. Here's your year squeezed onto a page. I love that. Okay, let's look at our playlist. So we know the top 5, yeah. Oh my god, 6 is As It Was. Then we have Woman. Moscow Mule, I was right. Emails I Can't Send, of course, the first song. Celia, I think that was also the first song in that album. Payday, Pink Venom, Vicious, Buena Vida, Jack Harlow, Already Best Friends, that Repeat, But de la Playa. Oh my god, that is a random ass song. There's no way it made it to my top. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this video wasn't too chaotic. I don't live alone and I get interrupted every 2 seconds. My camera just died. You can probably hear people in the background. I don't live by myself. It's very hard to film. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. I mean, nobody actually cares about it, but I care about it. And I really like seeing everybody else's like taste in music. People that I don't know, because it's just so interesting, like what you spend your time listening to. There's so many differences. I love it. When it's a bunch of similarities, it's, are we the same person? I think the next video is going to be a video where I will be talking about Midnights as book recommendations, because I have a bunch of books per song, which I'm so excited about. I spent some extra time reading books that I heard would be really good recs. My friends have read them and they're, that would be a good one for you to do. So I wanted to read it myself to kind of determine if it is. So that'll be coming out, and then I want to make a bookish gift guide, because that's definitely what this channel is going to be focused on, is music and books. I'm really excited and I hope you guys like this video. If you guys can please subscribe, I would appreciate it. I love you. Bye!